Hello, everybody. Welcome. I make a lot of videos about beards, and I just don't like the idea of people shaving what should belong on their face. And every time I say that, a lot of people often say, well, we have fingernails and all these other things. I say, yeah, but you might trim your fingernails, but you're not going to remove them. So I don't have an issue with people trimming their beard, but removing it completely is the problem. Wouldn't it be crazy? Like people use the fingernails as the example to just remove it. You know, some people say, "Oh, you trim your hair. You know, why don't you trim your beard?" And so on. And I'm going back and forth on this one about trimming because it's a tough decision. I mean, I like the way of the look of the beard the way it is right now. It's not trimmed. I mean, I'm open to trimming up the sides, but it's getting pretty big. And I don't mind, but I do have a platform. I'm a health teacher and I also make videos. And I want to get a message out. And I have to listen to my audience to a degree. You know, there's a lot of judgmental out there about, people are judging people. And on a personal level, I don't care if somebody wants to judge my face because, it's such a double standard. I could say somebody looks ugly or they're too fat, and people get upset and saying I'm not allowed to do that. But somebody could say I don't like the way your beard looks, and it's another story. So I'm not looking at it from that point, but from the point of appealing to people where they'll listen to the message. I know I look a lot younger and neater if I have my beard trimmed. And I'm not talking super short, just trimmed. And the mustache is the big thing. I'm letting the mustache grow out now, and that's the really big thing because it just takes on a different look. And over here as well. So previous videos, I'll see if I can put a picture here, but even if not, previous videos you saw that this part was shaved and the mustache was not coming out. And I decided to let this grow in. And I'm letting the mustache grow out, and I'm combing the mustache, to the side, because if you don't do that, then you really got a problem. Because if you let it just go down and it blocks your lip, it's not blocking your lip evenly, and it's a whole different story now. Now it's pretty good there, but a lot of times it's not even when you let it go down and you're not pushing it to the side. Sometimes one tooth shows or whatever. But I like to train it to go to the side. So, and I've had it this long before, but when I had it this long before, it was black. So yeah, maybe I'll just cut off the ends to make it a little bit neater. I like it. Now I was thinking of trimming it, but now that I'm looking at the video here, I'm going to keep it. Maybe just trim off the hairs here on the side, and that leads me to the other thing. I'm a believer in the Bible, but I definitely glean from other teachers out there, and there's people that call themselves yogis. They got these big beards. They don't shave their beards, and they believe from a scientific point that like each hair is like an antenna, and we should never cut our beards. And I'm kind of that belief from a health standpoint, not necessarily. I'm not against people trimming their beards, but from a health standpoint, you know, it's tough because I also have a tree that's about fruit trees, where I grow fruit trees. And I know the trees benefit from a trim. They grow better, you're able to maintain them, but I'm not picking fruit from my beard. So you trim the trees so they don't get too tall so you can maintain them. You can spray them and you can pick stuff without needing a ladder or a big pole. So that's why I trim my trees, but my beard is a little bit different. It's not in my way. I understand if it's in people's way, you trim it. But as for the way it looks and getting the message out, I mean, it adds 10 or 20 years to my life. And if I'm a health teacher and I want to get that message out, is that beneficial or not? So that's something I need to consider. So I'm not saying I'm never going to trim again. It's just something I'm thinking about complimenting. So I don't know. I mean, I'll ask you on the beard channel, what do you think? I mean, this is a natural beard. Should I just nick the sides here? The little hairs coming out. Should I just let it grow and let it flow? I mean, when the mustache grows in, it's going to be really nice. I'm excited for that. I mean, I'm not going to any beard competitions, but maybe I should. And then you get the question of the hair, you know, like the same thing from a yoga standpoint. They don't trim their hair. They definitely don't shave their hair. It's interesting because you have those other people, I don't know what they're called. They do shave their head with the orange dresses or whatever, but yogis don't shave their head for the most part. But I definitely don't want my hair long. But if I let it grow longer without trimming it, interesting, interesting. I saw a video the other day of a man who had a beard like mine and shaved it off. He looked terrible, terrible. I'm never shaving, but trimming, I mean, a trim for me is going to be like, I don't know, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know what your opinion is and what you're doing. Put your comments below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and keep growing.
Grow your beard, grow it long, stand up strong for your kingdom.